Good morning, everyone. My name is Todd Nafziger. I'm a Public Information Officer for the Emergency Operations Center here at the county. Today we're going to discuss some of the guidelines and protocols for the personal care services and facilities that will be opening up here come Monday. But prior to that, we have removed our face coverings so our ASL translators will be able to understand us as well as everyone else here in the county. But please, we are strongly encouraging everyone to follow the guidelines when leaving their homes, to conduct essential activities and wear their face coverings as well. We want to also take a moment to provide an update from our data dashboard. As of yesterday, our cumulative cases were 5,678 with one new death. Our thoughts are with the families who have lost loved ones due to coronavirus. So a lot is opening up on Monday, July 13th. This is something everybody's been waiting for. Betty, you were here last time. You delivered a tough message. This time around, you are here to actually deliver something people have been waiting for. But prior to that, I think we all want to know is, what team are you using for your hair and makeup?
I realized there were a number of comments about my hair and being in the styling last time, so very, very flattered. I grew up in the industry. I worked in hair and makeup for 6 years prior to going to college, so it's good to know I still have some of my skills. Thank you.
I do not have any of those skills, as I have not cut my hair in a very long time. So Betty, as you said, you've been in the industry for a long time, but you've also been working very closely with this industry to help get them prepared. Can you kind of elaborate on that process and the information you had to provide those facilities?
Yeah, absolutely. And I just want to take this time to give a shout out to a number of salons and that have really been helpful. So we're really proud of our guidelines and our directives that we are issuing to for the personal care industry. It was really developed with the feedback that we were receiving from those in the industry. So I want to give out just a quick shout out to some folks who really spent a lot of time, an inordinate amount of time, when they explained to me in every single detail what would work and what wouldn't work. So Special FX Salon, our friend Denise out there in South County, Foxtrot Salon, Ever Rose Salon in Japantown. We also want to give a shout out to Nirvana Salon and also to Blossom Nail Spa and the National Nail Association of America and the California Healthy Nail Salon Collaborative and the Santa Clara County Nail Salon Owners Group. I think we spent a lot of evenings, a lot of afternoons doing forums, phone calls. You've all emailed me. I've responded to every single email that I know of. So if there are any emails I may have missed, just ping me again. I'll get back to you. We have a whole team working with you. And I really hope that we get to continue these conversations because this is an ever-evolving process. And I just want to also acknowledge the hardships. A lot of our time spent on the phone was also talking about how hard the shelter-in-place order has hit our economy, has hit our business, how it has affected our own individual livelihoods and also the customers. And I think every single nail salon and every single hair salon and stylist I've spoken to, the first thing they told me was, we miss our customers. We miss our customers. We miss interacting with them. This is not just hair service or nail care. It's really a relationship, and it's part of kind of daily life for a lot of people. So I want to just say that is something that I share often with our management, our leadership, with Dr. Cody. She incredibly empathizes with this industry, an industry that is heavily dominated by women business owners. I don't think any other industry has the same level of women business ownership. Not to say I'm disparaging on the guys either, okay? But this is a very special industry that has treated me very well and taken care of me and my family. And I have family who are in the business. They have their salons, and they did not want to be mentioned, but we are certainly feeling the impact. And I just want to thank everybody for your patience and for just your very, very thoughtful feedback and your kindness to me. I know people thought I was taking some hits, but there was much more kindness than there were negativity.
Absolutely. And, customers as well miss those industries. It's not just them. I miss my pedicures. So a lot has changed since March. What should we expect going into these salons now? What kind of changes should we be seeing?
Before I start with that, I just want to say the actual words. Salons and personal care services, hair and nail services are allowed to resume starting July 13th, Monday morning. Whenever you want to start, you're ready to start as long as you've submitted your social distancing protocol at covid19prepared.org and that you've read the industry directives that we have on the website right now, www.secgov.org/coronavirus. Implement the requirements of the directives and you are good to go. So for the customers out there, because I know I've had a lot of conversation with salons, they know exactly what they're doing and they know exactly what they need to do. It is an industry that's highly controlled, it's an industry that's highly regulated, and an industry that puts health, safety, and cleanliness first. So for the customers, I really want to let the public know that when you visit your favorite nail salon, it's going to look a little different, or your favorite hair salon. There will no longer be a reception area. If there is a reception area, it can only have one person, one customer at a time. So you're going to have to wait in your car until it's your time for your appointment. You're going to have to make your appointment in advance. Salons are not accepting walk-ins. It'll be by appointment only. So give them a call, go onto their website and make those appointments. And when you get there, you have to have your face covering. Make sure you have your face covering, and salon workers will also be wearing their face coverings, goggles, glasses, or face shields. They have to have that nose and mouth covering and eye protection. So you'll see your favorite stylists, but you kind of see them differently this time. They'll have to wear smocks, either disposable or reusable, so they'll be covered up and gloved up during the whole process of your service. A couple other things is that you're going to see a lot less people in the salon. We do have density limitations that's down to the square footage. In a nutshell, it's one worker for every 250 square feet of the salon and one customer for every 150 square feet of the salon. So those are some of the things that you'll be seeing. You'll be seeing, you won't see any of the pillows or stuffed animals. My favorite nail salon has these Hello Kitty stuffed animals that my daughter would just run towards into her little butterfly chair for her pedicure. But those are being removed now. And there won't be any more like water stations or refreshment beverage stations. But yes, you can have your cell phone, customers. You can have your cell phone during the pedicure, during the service, or during your hair service. That's okay. But we do ask that customers bring minimal items with them. It's a guideline. It's just the less you bring, the safer it'll be, because there's just less items that will possibly carry transmission. So carry minimal items. We do recommend that salons provide plastic bags. If you have to carry some stuff with you, I totally get it. Like if it's the winter time, you're going to have your coat. You're going to have, maybe you're coming off of work for your appointment, you're going to have your personal work belongings that may not be safe to leave in the car. Try to limit it as much as possible, but we've also asked salons to provide plastic bags to just bag your stuff up and leave it there and in a safe space to protect the health of the workers and the salon owners, and then just take it with you when you leave. So those are just some of the overviews. And we know because of our numbers and because of where we are compared to other county jurisdictions, we know that our residents do the right thing. They care for one another, they care for their health and also the well-being of the county and the community. So we know that customers are eager to get back to their salons, and we trust that they will follow all the guidelines expected of customers.
Absolutely. And that's a great segue into my next question, because we really want facilities to operate in accordance with the requirements, but how will the county kind of enforce those requirements? How are they going to monitor these facilities, and are they going to continue to provide guidelines for these facilities to operate as things change?
Yeah, really great question. I'll start first with the monitoring. It all starts with your social distancing protocol. So every single business operating, whether they were allowed to operate prior to the July 13th or July 2nd order, that goes into effect July 13th, or whether they're a business that's resuming operations this Monday, everyone must submit their social distancing protocol at covid19prepared.org. So I repeat, even if you've already filled out a previous social distancing protocol, there's a new process now that requires you to submit at covid19prepared.org. And what's going to happen is that when you're filling out your your social distancing protocol, it's going to ask you specifically for the square footage of your business, the square footage of the public space of your business, and it'll calculate the number of people, the number of occupants that can be there. So that's going to be auto-populated onto a document that's then emailed to you. after you submit your social distancing protocol, you've completed it, an email will be sent to you that gives you your placard with your business name on it, and then your visitor information with all the information you've already entered. So that's the first place. So every customer going to a business starting Monday should see these two signs in the window with the specifics of how many people could be in the business and what you're expected to do. Wear a face covering, not touch things, depending on the type of business. That's the first step. The second step is that as a customer or as a worker, if you see that these signs are missing, or that the information is incorrect, or that the practice does not reflect what has been listed in the social distancing protocol, you can call the county. And our approach is not to punish businesses. Our mission right now is a safe resumption of economic activity so that we don't have to backslide and close things down again. It is happening in other places. We are on a course where that cannot happen here. And that's only possible through a group effort, through a collective effort. So if you see someone that doesn't have the protocol, is not abiding by the protocol, you can call 1-866-870-7725. That is the OLSC advice line. You can report any businesses or situations there. The first thing we'll do is engage with the business and really take on the approach of education, awareness. Is there something we can do to support you or help you? And then also expectations of compliance so that business may resume. If the situation escalates where there's lack of compliance, we do have an enforcement body comprised of the Office of the County Council, the District Attorney's Office, and the Office of Labor Standards Enforcement, who will use their collective enforcement authority to make sure that our protocols are being abided by.
Awesome. I think you make a great message there. We've made great strides to get to where we are, and no one in this county wants to backpedal by any means. Do you have any additional messages you can provide to those facilities that may start off great, like following the rules, but may start getting a little bit complacent and getting very lackadaisical on their operations?
I think my first reaction to that question, Todd, is that I feel that our community members, because I see the comments, we read all your comments, don't think we don't.
Yes, we do.
We print them out, we pass them around, and we use them to inform our future messaging and plans. So, if you look back to how we were in the beginning of this, we've really incorporated your feedback. So I feel like our Facebook followers have done a really good job of also checking one another. Letting each other know, hey, this is the way we need to do it, man. And we want to really appreciate that. And that really is the key to this. When it becomes a universal, community-wide mission, a shared mission amongst all of us, that's when we've got it, right? And what we've got to do is we need to accept that life with COVID is going to be the new normal. It's not life after COVID. We don't see when that will happen, but now it's life with COVID. We need to learn how to coexist with this insidious virus in a way that will allow us to protect our health and safeguard that of the community. So make sure your own individual actions are promoting that community-wide protection, that safety, and also make sure that your loved ones too. You're the trusted messenger in your family. You're this trusted messenger amongst your peers. Please be an ambassador of this message because you're being an ambassador of the collective good.
Absolutely. And like you said, we've made great strides. It's their efforts here to help out. We all know these businesses have been closed since the beginning of the year. They may need resources. Like, where can they go to kind of seek out these resources? What do we have available, and what may be available out for them right now? Yeah,
so we do have a new business landing page at the county website. So it launched about a week and a half ago. It is a page that it's a living document. We're constantly scanning, we're constantly conferring with our local, state, federal partners to identify resources, additional resources to support businesses. And also we have a business call center. I'm sure you have the number for that.
Oh, I absolutely do. It's 408-961-5500.
And that call center will be available working through the weekend. I know, contrary to what some people believe, maybe the EOC and the PIO office is a 7-day-a-week operation. Our call center, our business resource line is available through the weekend, ready and waiting for your calls to help you get to preparation, to get to COVID prepared.
Awesome. And like we said before, customers are very excited to get back to these type of services. But like, what can they do to support these personal care services, salons, barbers, stylists in this reopening phase?
Okay, well, customers, it's time to tip big. Make your appointments. I mean, in all seriousness, these are all the little things that we can do. Make your appointments. Go see your stylist. Follow the rules when you get to the premises to make sure that they're protected and to make sure that the industry is protective, that we don't have to backslide and reclose. So do that. And come back regularly, right? Maintenance, right? I'm not going to let my roots grow out too long. I'll make sure that I see my stylist regularly and tip well. And whatever we can do to just support these businesses. Don't go out of county. I know people are going to hate me for that, but the thing is that it's really time for us to pull together and really support our local businesses and get there. Absolutely. And we're going to do our part to make sure that we continue sharing information, and hopefully we could continue to be the guidepost to let people know that we're heading in the wrong direction or heading in the right direction. Please heed our call. We wouldn't say that, we wouldn't sound our alarm unless it really was a problem, and we have to continue to follow the rules, follow the guidelines. I know they're really strict right now. We've heard from you. But we're hoping that it doesn't have to be that way forever. But the only way to get there is to do the absolute best we can at the moment.
Absolutely. We have a lot opening up on Monday, a lot. Is there any type of personal care service that may not be opening up on Monday?
Yes. At this time, services that's directly to the face is not allowed yet. So eyebrow waxing, beard trimming, esthetician services, facials, eyelashes, eyelash extensions, those are not allowed at the moment. But services, hair services, nail services are allowed. Tattoos are allowed. Piercings are allowed. So the majority of personal care services are allowed. It is, but the services to the face are not allowed at this time.
Okay, and that makes sense, because my understanding too is that you're just getting very close to the individual.
Yeah.
Your eyes are a receptacle for this disease, and then the propensity for getting that aerosolized disease it's still very high. And I know Dr. Cody does not want to take that risk with her community.
This is a pandemic that we have never experienced before. Here in the county in this way, we have never experienced COVID-19 before. So we're still learning new things about this virus every single day. Absolutely. And so I hope that we collectively do whatever we can, even if it seems really strict. Let's do the right thing, as we learn more about this virus and learn more about what's happening and how we can mitigate the risk.
Absolutely. And Betty, me and the community can't thank you enough.
Oh my goodness, okay.
For coming back and delivering this message. I think you're the new face of the personal care services
facilities
for this county.
Thank you. I've been, going back to the appreciation, I've been very grateful, and it's been a huge privilege and honor. This is my first career was in the personal care industry and hair and makeup. And to be able to come full circle now after multiple iterations of just everything, to work with the salons that I grew up with, to work with individuals I've known my whole life, and to meet so many new salons, giving such thoughtful feedback on how we need to approach this. Just thank you so much to all the salons out there. Thank you.
Great message. And again, Betty, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Again, this kind of concludes our wonderful time with Betty. Thank you, everyone. Please continue to visit our website at scc.gov.org/CV19 for any information or questions you may have for us. You can always go to the side link and submit a question specifically, and it will be answered by one of our teammates here. Additionally, for those businesses who are getting ready to open up on Monday, you can visit our website at covid19prepared.org. And you can also contact the business call center at 408-961-5500 for any questions that you may have. And please submit your social distancing protocols before Monday. That's very critical for businesses to have in place before opening up. Yep. So thank you again, and please tune in next time.
Oh, and in fact, customers, don't forget, make your appointments. It
Yes.
might be a bit of a wait because everyone made their appointments. I know my hairstylist is booked out until October. I will wait for her. So customers, I'm talking about the customers, wait for your favorite salon to have a slot for you. Make your appointments, tip them well, shower them with lots of love because they take such good care of us. Okay, and stay 6 feet apart, mask up, and minimize your outings as much as possible. Take care, be safe, wash your hands.